Hello guys, and welcome to episode 11 of my Empire Total War campaign playing as Great Britain on very hard difficulty. We are going for world domination, and today it starts in the Americas, I believe. We've got a couple of armies still to move. We've got to consolidate our forces up here with Kevin McDowell. So we'll get the forces from Boston to move to Falmouth, and we'll have our army move in there. Now we have a pretty large army that's ready to go and take Montreal and Quebec, and then we'll be looking at attacking Huron-Wyandot as well. So that's the plan. We've got our cannon foundry finishing in one turn, and then we'll recruit ourselves another set of cannons to join these demi-cannons that are already in this army. So that's one thing I'm going to be looking to do. I might also recruit myself some more Hessian line infantry here as well. We're already recruiting some extra forces at Paris as far as I'm aware. We have some line infantry being recruited, which is absolutely fine. I'm also tempted to get some more at Königsberg. The game doesn't decide to crash on me. That was pretty odd. Anyway, yeah, line infantry is good. We'll just make that 4 units of a line infantry, and they're getting quite a lot of experience. Look at that. Love it. Okay, so we're just going to continue on the defense of Königsberg. Hopefully I can get rid of this town soon, because as you can see, they do love occupying these towns to do damage to me. But yeah, we just deleted them to get the lump sum that I could use elsewhere, which I think's worked out relatively well. So in terms of technology, we do have the military syllabus finishing in one turn. Then I'm going to put the cash towards the drill school so that I can then unlock the fire by rank. That would be really, really good. That's what we're looking to do. We're also fixing up this college so we can continue our other research as well. Right. In terms of our navy, I'm very tempted to have my navy move around and like engage the Spanish. Although this is a galleon. How many guns does that have? It has quite a lot of firepower. If I compare that to like a 5th rate. Yeah, the firepower on that galleon is insane. 370? Okay, maybe we can't attack the Spanish. We're going to have to be very careful moving down our Indiamen, which are actually finishing, I think, in one turn. That is nasty. Okay. Oh, look at all of these galleons as well. What is with that firepower? It's actually insane. That can't be right. And my 5th rates, they have 3,080 hull strength. These ones have 4,683. The galleon is a square-rigged warship capable of long ocean voyages and carrying some cargo. That is absolutely nuts. Right, they must be making absolute dollar then with those ships. Like our Indiamen only have 26 firepower. If we get a 4th rate, I guess we can match up to them a bit, as that does have 297 firepower. We're getting closer to the whole strength there, but that would take me a few turns to build a few of those. I guess a navy is a strong thing that the British need in order to succeed, but I think the Spanish there are going a bit overboard. Crazy, crazy stuff. Right. That's pretty much it for this turn, I think. We'll just jump into the list and have a quick check, see if there's any armies that need moving. Oh, we do have Jamie Hamden here, ready to attack La Habana, so let's get that underway. I believe there's a fort here. It looks like it's fortified. We'll demand their surrender. It might be worth just sieging that. Turns until surrender is only 3, and we're not in any rush. So yeah, I think we'll just continue the siege, and if they come out and attack us, then so be it. Yeah, that's fine. What about at Nassau? We want to get our troops onto this port so that we can start getting some more units good to go.
Yes, Captain.
Hiding away.
Oh, that's not what my intention was. Oh well. I can just completely screwed that up.
That is dry land.
But we'll have to just pick up our rake again. I might just drop off my rake up here as well to help us sort of scout out the Huron Wyandot and Iroquois as we continue our war with them. We should also look into taking this place soon enough. Now that we have a decent army, we can probably engage them. And now we have ring bayonets as well. That's fantastic. Right, over to lists again. Fleets have all moved, I think, other than my fleet in the English Channel, but I don't want to unnecessarily engage the Spanish, even though that was kind of my plan. We could maybe attack their port again. But we'll just move back after doing that, that's fine. Just continue to make them spend cash on that. Not moving the forces in Acadia, so let's just end the turn. Oh, we did have that force move into the port there to kick out the French. That worked out quite nicely, actually. Probably should have had them fix it up in the same turn, though. Oh well. Right, we're under attack. We're defending against the Firelock armed citizenry and colonial militia. We should win this quite easily. Let's fight this on the battle map. They didn't want to be under siege, apparently. But after taking this settlement, I'm hoping that, well, even if the pirates take it over, then at least that's better than the Spanish having it. But yeah, I was hoping that we can deal with the public order, but if not, then I guess it's okay. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, it is raining, which is not ideal. We have this really nice hill here. Look at that. They're sallying forth from this fort. I didn't realise there was a fort here. Okay. Well, that's fine by me. If they're going to sally forth from the fort to attack us, I mean, I can't complain. I might have my colonial militia up here, and we'll have the standard line infantry either side. And they're going to have to funnel through here as well. Interesting. And the deployment? Oh, look at those cannons. They are well in the open there. What are they doing? I'm going to have to advance on them, I think. Oh well. I just want to make sure that I kill off those cannons. I'm just going to charge them down, I think. Let's go, men. Hopefully they don't have canister shot, otherwise I'm gonna be wrecked. Oh shit, they do. That's not fun. Oh lord. Fortunately, it looked like they missed quite a lot of that. Oh my lord. Not good. Not good. Right, if we can kill all of these, that's fantastic. Okay, good stuff. Right, let's just line up next to my line infantry here. The cannons are dealt with, even though we did run into canister shot. Are they engaging us in melee? They are. Okay. We should be able to win against Firelock armed citizenry quite well. And we also killed their general, which is nice. I think he was probably amongst these Firelock armed citizenry, so. By the way, hopefully my colonial militia will open up. There we go. Oh look, they're all routing already. Lining up here to take shots at that regiment of militia. Right, with all of these forces firing, we should do a lot of damage very shortly. There we go. Made them rout, that's good. Let's just charge them down. I'm wondering if we actually take the fort or not. I guess we could maybe like end the battle. Maybe I'll have the colonial militia just try and climb up there. So even if the battle ends, we can continue it and we can go and capture the fort. Just so that we do win overall. Alright, so yeah, let's just speed it up. I'll have my dudes just run after these guys in melee. Colonial militia can take care of the fort. There's nothing here that can automatically fire at us, so we're just gonna climb up and take the gates, I guess. Okay, cool. Let's run them to the mid. Oh, there isn't actually a capture point here. That's interesting. We did capture the walls though. Oh, we captured it all. Well, that'll do then. We'll quit the battle there for a close victory. Not sure if that's gonna like kill them off completely, but even if it doesn't, we'll just continue the siege anyway. Oh, the blooming Spanish going up to that port, aren't they? Of course they are. It's like I don't really need that port because it's a military port, but still is annoying. So an interesting start to the episode at least. Just wonder what position it's put me in on that island. Iroquois just constantly being beaten back, which is good to see. 13 colonies not letting them get the better of them. Westphalia just beat the United Provinces army. That's not great. Okay, enemy raid. We can ignore that. Let's jump over to the Americas. Yeah, they still hold it. That's kind of what I was worried about. Is that if we don't just kill them off entirely, then they will continue to control that. Anyway. Let's jump aboard here.
I cannot do that.
I need these guys to unload.
Orders received and understood. Officer on deck.
And we can have them force a battle there. So, emigration due to starvation. Acadia's not producing enough food. And they do have a peasant farm here, so that's surprising.
Your Majesty.
Let's just have our priests come in here anyway, that's fine. And we need to make sure that we queue up at least one cannon. So we'll get the demi cannons there, that's good. May as well just have my army move to Boston for now. So they're perfectly happy there. We've taken back this fishing port. A fishing port? Yeah, it's a fishing fleet. So there definitely shouldn't be a shortage of food here. That's very odd. Oh well. We're going to keep our army here just to make sure that that is kept safe. Our military syllabus has been completed. Let's go to our research and technology and we'll get the square formation while we're waiting for the drill school to be built. That's the other thing that we need to make sure to do. Right, Isaac Newton. Let's just research here.
Aha! A place of learning and culture.
And that will help that complete in one turn. Good. Let's go here. We've got path blocked for Colonel
My eyes are
Francis Charteris. That's fine.
Fleet ready.
Just have him be
Set
picked
sail.
up
man.
by
Jump
this
to
dude
it
again.
and look lively.
Yeah, that's fine. Recruitment report. We have the Hessian line infantry being complete. We've got all of our Indiamen complete as well. That's good. Building constructed. And that is fine. Nice. Yeah, let's get all of our Indiamen together. And maybe I can get enough of them
Anchor.
to move down
Set sail. Jump to it and look
to
lively. Sail.
the coast down here, the Gold Coast.
Aye, sir. Ship shape and Bristol fashion, Captain. Aye, sir. Yes, my lord.
The only issue is they just really have low firepower, don't they? How many guns do they have? 12. It's not very many, is it? If we go over to the Spanish fleets again, can we have a look at their guns, like the amount of guns that they have? No, we can't. I'm trying to right click on them. I mean, all of these are just really good. I don't know why their fourth rate ship of the lines have so much more firepower than ours. Maybe it's just because it's on the very hard difficulty and that's more related to auto-resolves than anything else. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. In the meantime, what are we going to spend our cash on? That's the question. Because we only get 2,000 a turn at the moment, which is kind of abysmal. And with all of our crap being raided, we're losing a lot of money. We really need to like wipe out the French sooner than later. And the battle at like Amsterdam, well not Amsterdam, Brussels, is going to be an important one, that's for sure. They've just got like a really good army there. I think we just need to basically overwhelm that army, take Brussels, take like Strasbourg, and just annihilate the French in Europe. The only issue with doing that is I can't leave Paris undefended, because otherwise the Spanish will come in. And we are also not getting much cash because I've got these guys exempt from tax at the moment. The reason I'm doing that is to stop another rebellion. But hopefully the resistance to foreign occupation will continue to drop. And then when it's sorted, we can turn on the tax again and they'll be happy. Right, let's have a look at our lists once again. Just to make sure that I've moved all of the armies, make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, we're fine. Let's end the turn. Okay, so the French are leaving with their navy, which is nice. Push their navy out of the New World. Ah, it's annoying that they've damaged the college again, though. Oh, blooming Frenchies. It's just the most irritating thing when these armies just run all over your lands. That's very hard difficulty for you. The enemy just has so many forces that they can afford to do that all day long. The Ottoman Empire has attacked Austria. I don't think I want to be friends with Austria anymore. They really have boned me pretty hard. I want to keep my trade with the Ottoman Empire. I don't mind breaking the alliance with Austria. they didn't come into one of my wars, so I'm not coming into any of theirs. Maybe at the start of the campaign I should have just declined the call against Prussia and Poland, Lithuania. Then I could have focused solely on France. But I didn't just want to like cheese the campaign. I think that's the main reason that I didn't do it that way. And honestly, having to defend Königsberg is actually pretty cool. Gives us some decent battles. And it's put us in a difficult spot, yes, but I think that's half the fun. Got to see how we can sort this out. I mean, I am focusing on my American ambition at the moment, but if we don't have the navy or the cash,
there is a degree of
then it
unrest
could
in this
get
region, as the majority of the
unwieldy. Right, this guy's got a mistress. -2 happiness for the middle classes. Owen Godolphin. Right, let's just destroy this army quick.
Prepare the troops for battle.
How do we lose 68 men in that? That's just silly.
Onwards!
At least we have them not running through all our lands. And while I'm at it, I might just repair these down here, because the Spanish are quite far away. Let's just repair all of these. It might not be worth repairing them if I'm going to keep it on exempt from tax. Thinking like another 3 turns we can probably put the tax back on. I don't know, we'll fix them up anyway. Unit recruited, line infantry in France. Alliance broken between Austria and the United Provinces and Great Britain. Yeah, Austria just calling in way too many wars. Let's build even more line infantry at Paris. This will continue to drain our income, but it is what it is. Let's just make sure we replenish over the next couple turns. And Castaway Mariner, or Mariner, rescued. Following an altercation with the ship's captain, Scotsman Alexander Selkirk found himself marooned on the island of Juan Fernando. Originally part of a Caribbean buccaneering expedition, Selkirk's complaints about the conditions and the seaworthiness of their vessel culminated in an attempt to organise a mutiny, for which the captain unceremoniously dumped him on the archipelago to fend for himself. With only a musket, a knife, a Bible, some tools for building shelter, and the clothes he stood up in, Selkirk regretted his actions, but by that time his ship had sailed away. Initially staying on the beach for fear of attack by animals, Selkirk began by living in a cave and eating shellfish to survive. Each day he watched for ships that might rescue him and gradually sank into a paranoid depression as none appeared. He eventually abandoned his cave when mating sea lions took over the beach, moving inland. Almost straight away, things improved for him. His food supply became more varied as wild goats roamed the countryside. Edible roots were abundant in the soil, and there were berries from bushes also. Selkirk soon found that his natural cunning and resourcefulness served him well in his island home. Rats that gnawed at him were a genuine problem until he made friends and camped with feral cats. Using his tools to build wooden huts, Selkirk hunted goats with his musket until his gunpowder ran out, then had to learn to chase his prey and kill them with his knife alone. At one point he fell off a cliff whilst hunting, knocked himself out for a while, and woke to find, instead of a broken back, that his fall had been broken by the carcass of the goat he was chasing. In order to keep a grasp on the language he had no cause to use, Selkirk read the Bible aloud. He also found it calmed his at times frantic emotional state. Over the course of 4 years, only 2 ships sailed within rescue distance, but he hid, as they were Spanish vessels, and he feared torture and death at their hands. Finally, in February 1709, British privateers commanded by Woodes Rogers sailed into the harbour. Selkirk was overcome with joy, and having made contact, set about catching goats to share with his rescuers. Rogers happily made Selkirk his mate, and took him off the island. Well, that was quite a story. As I said before, I do actually quite enjoy the Empire flavor text. It's been a while since I've read it myself, so there's that. Anyway, we have 4 units of line infantry now. We still have these pikemen as well. I'm not sure if it's worth holding on to the pikemen. Their recruitment, or not recruitment cost, but upkeep cost is quite high, and I don't actually use them too much in this defense. Let's get rid of like 1, save ourselves a little bit of cash. We also have a bigger garrison now here. We have like 4 units of infantry to back us up. So there's that. Right, let's jump over to the Americas here. I think we're waiting 1 more turn for the cannons to finish, so we're going to let that happen. In terms of recruitment, maybe we should just continue to recruit more colonial militia. You're going to be walking up through Falmouth anyway, so that's fine by me. But we do need to be careful not to let the Iroquois here take the settlement. So let's just move up a colonial militia there for now. Okay, that's fine. One thing that might be worth doing is upgrading some of these buildings in my home province, because like, well, that's going to require technology, but like if we fix up Orléans here, let's just do that, we already are, then we can research necessary to build things like Iron Master's Works and stuff, and that should definitely help us out. Right, as for our navy here, maybe I should just get my navy to escort them. And we'll see if we can get past the Spanish here down south towards the Ivory Coast. If we go to the world globe, go to the Ivory Coast. And I'm hoping that we can maybe set up some ships down there.
Ship shape and
I guess we could maybe send the Indiamen 1 by 1. I don't know if I want to risk my like entire navy. Let's just go down there with our ships. And if the Spanish Navy arrives, then we'll just have to run for it. Oh well. We will come around towards Paris. That's fine. Right up here. I guess actually the other thing I should do is, if we jump into London, for example, we've only got 37.7% tax rate. If I upgrade, we already got Parliament Chamber here, which is plus 12%. We could upgrade this to a Great Parliament. But say for example in Edinburgh, we could maybe upgrade the Governor's Residence to a Governor's Council. And that would give us extra bonus to tax. It would also give us the repression we need to get rid of the unhappiness on the lower classes. Same goes in Dublin. Yeah, let's build up the Governor's Residence in Dublin. Helps with the repression there. Okay. In terms of lists, armies that need to move. Don't need to move the one at Königsberg, Fort Nashwack. Are they still happy in Fort Nashwack? Yeah, they're fine now. We are not exempting them from tax either, which is good. Probably worth checking that across all my regions. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Oh, now we need to do this before I forget.
yes, sir. Raise the flag.
So I'm probably going to have to play this out just so I don't avoid losing ships unnecessarily. But that's going to have to be in the next episode, guys, because unfortunately it has been my time. But we will sink these pirate scum and then carry on with the transport of our rake towards the north, and then what we're going to do is get this fleet to carry our gentlemen from Boston to Europe. So that's going to be happening in the next episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.